Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thanks. I am completed my paper titled Human Capital Performance in the Agriculture Sector during the era COVID-19. Introduction. Background. During COVID-19 pandemic, the agricultural sector was able to survive in the economy and even grow positively. The same condition for the absorption of labor, it is increased. Although during the last 5 years before the pandemic, the absorption of agricultural labor decreased. Therefore, there is a labor build-up in the agriculture sector, while the increase in agriculture production and income is relatively stable, causing agriculture productivity to tend to decrease. The purpose of the study analyzes the performance of human capital employment in the agriculture sector during the COVID-19 pandemic era. Specific purpose: 1. Analysis the dynamic and structure of the workforce. 2. Analyze the workforce performance of the agricultural sector during the COVID-19 pandemic era. And 3. Analyzing the perspective of the smart technology in the human capital development in agricultural sector. Method. The study used the main secondary data from the PPS, the National Labor Force Survey, SACNAS. The condition in August 2019 before pandemic and August 2020 the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. The data was processed and analyzed descriptively using simple statistical analysis, average, charts, and so on, as well as creating table and graphic. Research and discussion, workforce dynamic and structure. The composition of the workforce in Indonesia has changed due to the COVID-19 outbreak, the economic crisis triggered by the COVID-19 pandemic era affected the workforce. The working workforce decreased by 1,000 people, growing minus 0.2% in the COVID pandemic, causing addition of the unemployed workforce, which reached 9.8 million, with additional of about 2.7 million people, an increase of 0.2% point or 37.5% growth. The unemployment rate in August 2020 is 7.07%, meaning that out of 100 people in the workforce, there are around 7 employed. Unemployment rate in August 2019, it increases by 1.84% point. The impact of COVID-19 on unemployment is dominant to a reduction in working hours for people who work which is around 82.5%. The employment performance in agriculture sector during the COVID-19 era. The agriculture sector absorbs 25.53% over the last 5 years, 2015 or 2019, tended to decline. In August 2020, increased to 29.7%, increase of 2.17 percentage point. The COVID-19 pandemic has changed population mobility in the form of travel reduction. The impact of COVID-19, many urban residents of migrants return to their home village. The sector that easy for migrants to enter the agriculture sector and other informal sector in rural area. Yeah. Human capital quality improvement perspective after COVID-19. Presented of working works and agriculture workers by educational level. Please you show SD to high 41.5%. Several studies show that the education level of the workforce has a positive effect on job opportunities. On average, the education level of agriculture workforce lower than that of the working workforce in general. The condition reflect that the quality of human capital in the agriculture sector is relatively low. The quality of human capital which will leverage comparative advantage to be competitive. It is as easy as the agricultural employment from various segments. In the case, the workforce that is mostly absorbed in the informal sector. The workforce was also effective the COVID-19 pandemic. The key to the successful acceleration of the transformation of modern agricultural development in Indonesia lies in the quality of human capital, which will leverage comparative advantage to be competitive. Intelligent agriculture 4.0 will accord farmer work by applying technology that make agriculture cultivation activation become smart, efficient, measured, and integrated. Conclusion. Employment in Indonesia has changed both the structure and absorption of the sector affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. The unemployment rate in city is relatively higher than in village. The agriculture sector is still relevant in economic sector and in employment opportunities in the COVID-19 era. The element of human capital in the modern agricultural system in significant role for developing smart agriculture technology. Intelligent agriculture 4.0 will encourage farmers work by applying technology that makes agriculture cultivation activity becomes smart, efficient, measured, and integrated. The development of smart agricultural technology based on will provide benefit to its individual and also the human capital community in the agricultural sector. If the development model use a participatory approach, the participants of the millennial generation as a human capital in the agriculture sector is expected to implement smart agriculture more quickly. Even new innovation will emerge in the agricultural sector to that and it can be more competitive. Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.